family. It's your boy KG13T, man, back with another one. Here to talk about this Trump stuff and see what's going on. We want to see what is this? What is next for Black people? What do is Trump going, keep his word? These are the things that I'm going to cover here and talk about today. Of course, I got my co-host, Ms. Beauty with the Essence, and she is here with us today. Peace, Beauty, what's going on? Can you hear me? You on mute. I'm sorry.
Hello, how you doing? What's up, guys?
What's going on? So
I look pretty dark, so let me set up my camera. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, go ahead. Put your light on, get whatever you need to get, because we're gonna have to dive into this. This gonna be a good one. It's gonna be I sure need to get one.
So what's the topic tonight?
Trump, the 47th president, and what is next for Black people. I want to play this thing this girl said, and I figure you could probably go off in there. We'll see what she's talking about right here. Let me share my screen and turn my camera on. All right, we got action. Okay, so listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are we doing? Can you hear it? What's going on?
This is where we stand. This is how much.
I don't know what's going on with this first slide. Damn.
What? Black Project 2025. Hear me out. I know it sounds crazy, but this is my vision. What if all of us would get into a group? Okay, I'm talking doctors, lawyers, engineers. There's so many of us that are so talented, and we were to work together with our own Black agenda for 2025. I'm talking opening up Black-owned grocery stores in certain cities, Black-owned banks, so that way we can actually get our home loans and do what we need to do, our own doctor's offices, our own law practices, and we really were to just congregate and push towards our goals and our outcomes, right? And so this is how I envision it going. We can all get into this group. We can all donate what we have to donate on a monthly basis. And then basically we can have a CEO, we can have a CMO, and we can have a CFO that's in charge of leading the groups with the initiatives, right? You could have bi-weekly, monthly calls in regards to where we stand with our goals. So, okay, guys, we want a Black-owned grocery store in Los Angeles built and developed, August 2025. What if we had a Black funded, this is what's needed, this is where we are in the process, and we just go from there. And so we can just kind of congregate. And then on top of that, in this group, we could also just have a massive directory of Black-owned businesses. So that means that everyone that joins this group swears off of purchasing from these large corporations. I'm talking Black-owned coffee brands, clothing, everything you guys can think of, toiletries, like down to everything, like body washes, everything we use and consume on a daily basis. It is no longer purchased from these large corporations. It is purchased from one another. And I think that we can create so much wealth amongst ourselves just by strictly swearing off of supporting large corporations and only supporting one another, and also congregating to create our own agenda. Now, I know that there have been people who have tried to do this before in the past, and I know that we struggle as a community to trust one another. I don't really care about all that right now. This is where we stand. I just personally feel like if we are able to put our pride aside and get it done, I feel like it could be one of the most impactful things done in Black history. Like maybe there is a silver lining in Kamala not being able to get into office because as a community, we just become that much more tight knit. Do you get where I'm coming from? I don't know. I know it sounds crazy, but I just feel like this is something that we should do. And I feel like, just personally feel like if we would.
So that they cut it off right there. So basically, it's a plan for 2025, but the reason why I say this is kind of like not a good idea because Black people don't really know how to come together. Your mic is muted. Yeah, your mic. Well, it's not muted on the screen, but when you talking, I can't hear you. Nope. Nope, can't hear you.
No.
Yep. I can hear you now.
Okay, it's my mic. I have to fix that. Okay.
So what do you think? I really feel like it's a good plan, but sometimes I feel like sometimes this stuff ain't good because, you know, Black people don't know how to come together. We can't even have a damn barbecue cookout without somebody shooting or, you know, somebody fighting about something, you know. I feel like Black people are emotionally immature for the most part because as soon as something happened, we lash out, we ready to crash out, we ready to shoot, kill, hit. We always want to react off how we feel, and you can't do that. We can't do that as a people. If we want something like this, we can't do that. What you think?
I think that you're gonna have to weed out some bad cookies first before this can happen. Meaning like scammers. I think you need to start from an intellectual level, in my opinion, like getting all the people who are actually can be like trusted, like your lawyers, your finances, like, you know, accountants and all that together. Because see, the thing about it, that every time we start something, there's always a scam somewhere. So you have to basically vet a lot of people first. I think it's a lot of vetting you have to do first.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I think we first need to have like a network, in my opinion. Just a networking, just people networking with one another where it's like, oh, you know how to do this? Cool. I know how to do this. And we come together and do that. I think the trust needs to be built first by networking and then moving on to bigger things. I think they try to go so big and they're not going from like the foundation. It's like everybody wants to start from the top. No, that's not going to work.
No, that's what, and that's not to cut you off, but that's what I mean with Black people. Black people want it right now. They don't understand laws and policies and taking time to where things got to get passed and, you know, certain things like that. We don't have that knowledge for that. So that's why I say we're more so much of an emotional people. So by us being emotional, we can't make the logical decisions for our race to move to the next step. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So that's why I say if people will understand, we have to understand our community, like, which goes back to what you said, Beauty, which is we need to get rid of some of the bad apples.
Yeah, we have to.
Don't have to, all this bullshit music, all that shit gotta go. All that shit gotta go.
I understand that there's people. Okay. This is where my problem is. We got too many people who want to be in the entertainment business, but not enough people who want to be out here doing the networking, building a community. We don't have enough of those people. Where is those people at?
I don't even think it's man. I don't even think that. I honestly think, like, how should I say this? I I don't go ahead. Keep going. I'm gonna build off what you're
Okay,
saying.
so listen to what I'm saying. Look, if we need to do a survey. If we do a survey to see how many men and women are going to college, just starting off like that, we need a survey, right? And if we're finding that more of our people are trying to be in like the entertainment, that means like singing and like acting, you know, the whole entertainment business, compared to going to schools and becoming doctors, lawyers, construction workers, like trade and all that type of stuff, where we can really build a community, then we're going to be screwed. We need more people like that. We need to have the, you know, half going to like, you know what I'm saying, school and half going to like, you know what I'm saying, the entertainment business. That's fine. But I'm saying that all of us shouldn't be out here trying to say, I want to be an entertainer. I want to be an entertainer. I think some of us need to like, hey, we need our doctors. We need our construction workers. We need our plumbers. We need, you know what I'm saying? We need people doing different things. We all can't just be doing one thing.
I think everybody in our community want to feel so involved that's why they feel like the entertainment business, like I told you, we in the times of people want their shit right now. They want it right now. So they don't want to be a doctor. They don't want to be a lawyer. They don't want to go to school for these things because these things take time. And by these things taking time, it's missing out on the entertainment field. People want to be entertained, or they want to do the entertainment, which means we are raising a bunch of what? Clowns.
Right. Entertaining people.
A bunch of clowns. That's all it is. It's a bunch of clowns. So that's why I say when it comes to our community, I agree with you when we don't need no more rappers and singers.
No.
More of that shit. We don't need no more ball players.
No.
Saying we don't need no more of that shit. We need motherfuckers that want to go to school for lawyers. So if more black people went to school for being lawyers, we would take over the judicial system.
That's what I'm saying. We can fight in court more. You know what I'm saying? If we
would be able to take the shit over if everybody just
judges. Why we don't go to school to be a judge? If y'all don't like how y'all being treated, why are we not going to school for it? And people can say, well, why didn't you not go? Because you know what? I had a hard time going through college, right? I was dyslexic, right? So I had a really hard time in English. I was fine in other subjects, but I had a hard time, but I gave up. But I did go back to college. I ended up being an esthetician, you know what I'm saying? Being a skin therapist. And then I went to medical billing school. But I'm saying like I went back to college, but I'm saying like it's needed. Now that I'm older, because look, I am a prime example who wants to get in entertainment business, who worked in entertainment business, been a makeup artist in entertainment business, got credits in entertainment business. But then when I look back and I'm 44, I'm like, you know what? More people need to basically have trade and schooling so that basically we can have more control of our community.
Remember when we was coming up, it was DeVry. You had to go get you a trade. The man was getting a trade to go to school, go to trade school. They was pushing black people to go to trade school because they didn't really want us in colleges.
Exactly.
The sorority, the fraternities. So they didn't really want niggas in college. So they started building these DeVry schools and IVT Tech and all this shit. They commercials for them. So we could start getting trades and niggas not realizing people. That's why we start having more black mechanics around the hood.
Yeah,
plumbers, you know what I'm saying? All type of shit. A&C, VAC, all kind of shit we was going to school for. Electricians, especially electricians. So now all of that stuff has changed. It has changed.
Nobody wants to do that no more. The internet.
Because don't nobody want to work no more. The internet has raised people to not want to work no more. Like me and my boy, we was watching the NPC shit earlier, and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna have to do a live just on NPCs. We don't even have to do a live on it. Like I could mix it in with this. Like people just, it's like that shit is not teaching boys how to be men. These niggas sitting at home talking about some, thank you for the likes, thank you for the like. How you gonna build a motherfucking construction? You're not gonna want to go outside and do construction work and pick up dirt and move shit and dig in the ground for this house to be built. Your ass want to go out there and act like a robot. Like it's crazy how far low the mindset had failed. And
Like,
everybody want to talk about women all the time. We always talk about women this, women this, women ain't doing this, women
right.
ain't doing that. No, what the men ain't doing. You niggas is lazy. It's
Can I-
grown ass men at work that I have to tell to do stuff. Grown men. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna raise my hands when I want to talk because I don't want to interrupt you. Okay, because like it's on my mind, I want to forget, but I'm talking right what you was talking about. So my brother and them, they had trade school when they was growing up, right? It was like in the 90s. So they
Yeah.
took those out at like around 94, right? They put all those trades out. And so in this high school, they still had it like in college, like community college. But my brother and them, they learned how to build engines. They knew how to like do construction because their friends was in construction. They knew how to do a lot of stuff around the house. Like my dad, he was a carpenter. So he learned that trade years ago when he was younger, right? So like, from the South and all that. So like he know how to fix faucets, put floors in. You know what I'm saying? Today, I'm gonna tell you one thing. My ex, he was like from St. Louis, he was like, oh, I don't know how to do none of that. He didn't know how to change oil. I know how to change oil. I know how to change spark plugs because I was taught by my ex who was a mechanic, right? So I'm like, oh my gosh, a lot of dudes cannot do this stuff that I'm surprised like they're not even trying to learn this stuff. And this is just something to learn because you got a car. They're like, I don't know how to change no oil. I don't know how to check to see how are you gonna know if somebody cheated you on an
Because
oil change? How are you gonna know if somebody actually gave you enough air in your tires? You don't know how to change a flat either. That's what I'm saying. Like to me, it's like, yes, I understand that you want to entertain people, but I'm telling you, not everybody's built like to be a Tupac, a Biggie Smalls.
even
You
if
gotta have
you can
talent.
mimic, you can mimic anybody.
Yeah.
You can mimic anybody. You can be, oh, I could do this and do this, but when it comes down to the real nitty gritty, you can't do that because you don't know what that person did in their life to become how they're coming, and then you're just acting how what you see, and then you see that a lot of shit come with that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I be telling people like the black community is soft. We kill our own kind. If you got into an argument with a black person right now, the first thing they're gonna want to do is kill you.
Mm-hmm.
We have no remorse for life. There's no value for life. Nothing. It's crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. I know a lot of people are just so mad and they go, and when they find out that they didn't make, how many friends that I know that didn't end up being rappers? They started back in 98 and still didn't make it. I'm like, it's time to move on, B. It's time to grow up and become mature, Like, but I'm saying, like, I went back to school. Did I make it in Hollywood? No, I sure didn't. But guess what? I went back to school and I did it.
Yeah. You probably weren't supposed to make it in Hollywood. And look at this. They didn't got mad at Waka Flocka. He was supposed to go do a meet and greet at a liquor store, and they denied him from coming and canceled his meet and greet because he voted for Trump.
Yeah, I heard about that. I was like, that's crazy.
I am not a huge political or music person, and I truly had no idea about the views of Waka Flocka Flame, nor do I share his views. My community has spoken, and the event for tomorrow has been canceled. Meet and greet in Washington, D.C. You know what I'm saying? This probably was for a good thing. Somebody probably would have shot that man out there.
Right.
And they gave this man full name.
Ain't that crazy?
That's crazy. Imagine living in a country that was built on free speech to ultimately find out free speech is only given to those who go against the system. A lot of people need to wake up. Y'all being used for a bigger agenda. Free speech is free speech. My decision for who I vote for is my decision. Y'all talking about freedoms. One of my meet and greet events in DC was canceled today because of some people's opinion, because they harassed the liquor store until they canceled the shit. Then they spin it like I did something wrong for having an opinion. That's freedom. Like, come on, man. I'm telling you, man, people is waking the fuck up, man. This Democrat shit got to fucking go. This shit gotta go.
Mm, 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 mm.
It's crazy.
It does need to go, though. It really does.
They gotta go. This shit is being they ruining shit. They ruining shit. And that's all they doing. They ruining people's lives. They ruining people's lives. That's all they doing. It makes no sense for that.
You should be able to make money right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now.
Exactly. Damn, why this shit acting like this? I need to refresh this. Well, they can hate old Trump all they want. But one thing for sure, he ain't playing with these laws.
I think it's time for us to have this conversation about
why are
Look,
black
why
are black men being belittled in ways that no other voting group? Now, a lot of love for former President Obama, but for him to single out black men is wrong. And some of the black men that I have talked to have their reasons why they want to vote a different way. And even if some of us may not like that, we have to respect it. So unless President Barack Obama is going to go out and lecture every other group of men from other identity groups, my message for Democrats is don't bring it here to black men who, by and large, don't vote much differently from black women.
My problem is that people can vote for who the heck they want to vote for, but my thing is that why did y'all choose to come together because y'all lost the election? Now you decide to come together with the black community to do something because other people had their own interests. Well, is the problem the white people, the Hispanic people, or is it black people? Because y'all didn't want to come together.
Makes no sense.
So the real problem is at home. It's not outside. It's at home.
It just black people bad. It just
Look, and then think about it. Because of Waka Flocka, Hunter got canceled. There should be a flock of black men going over to his social media and applauding him and supporting him because you know what I'm saying, because of that. Where is the support, black people? Why are you mad? Because you're scared you might be fired from your jobs because Trump's in office. Now there's people who voted for Trump, they might fire. Well, why don't you have your community together so you don't have to depend on people? Where is your independence, black folks?
look, listen to this.
Are you hearing what I'm saying now?
I genuinely think him coming out and rolling up his sleeves and talking to the brothers wasn't a good thing. I think the brothers got a little upset by that. It's like, first off, Barry, where have you been? Secondly, when have you ever been a brother? When have you ever been in any sorts of situations that would make you relate to Black Americans? You grew up in Singapore and Hawaii, and you went to wealthy schools your entire life. It's an act.
It's a fucking act. And I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't stand her at first. I hated her views. I hated her. But lately, she been coming out saying some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Black people are doing the fucking most, man. And the no sex, the no this, we're leaving our husbands, we're cutting our hair. Like, come on, man. It's ridiculous.
Have you found any black women cutting their hair off? I just been seeing a lot of other nationality women doing it. I don't see too many black women.
No, this not nothing to do with Kamala though. See, this just saying black girl hair trauma, black girl cut hair, blonde shave. This ain't got nothing to do with. Yeah, black people ain't finna be cutting their damn hair off.
Unless it's for a hairstyle.
Yeah, none of this has nothing to do with Trump. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, it's mostly hair journeys.
Huh?
That's what they do it for, a hair journey. They call it a hair journey where they start all over again. They call it a hair journey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he getting rid of the education program to where the education will be now not in the hands of the federal government. It will be in the hands of the state and the parents. And I think that is fucking perfect. Because why is the federal government got to be worried about education? And there's more shit out here in the world that we could be worried about. That's something small. That's something that the American you teach your fucking kids, them your kids. And that's what I'm saying. We so used to being dependent. Everybody's being dependent on somebody. Like, that's why this shit is acting like that. Like, come on, man. Like, this shit crazy.
It is. It really is.
To all black men who voted for Trump, listen.
I think we've seen this video.
I clicked on this.
Yeah, we've seen that video.
We seen this one?
That she was congratulating black men.
I ain't never seen this. You probably seen it on your TikTok.
I thought you played it on your video.
No, I ain't never seen that girl face. Let's see what Elon Musk talking about.
President-elect Donald Trump is naming more members of his second administration today. Stephen Miller is expected to be his deputy chief of staff for policy. Miller is considered an immigration hardliner. Former ICE director Tom Homan will also be the border czar. ABC News' Perry Russum has more from Washington. Today, President-elect.
This mouth so damn sensitive, bro. Like, you can't touch this motherfucker.
I'd say that I'm devastated.
I'm very excited.
To anybody part of the trans, non-binary, or queer community, like, I see you, and I'm really sorry that the country let you down.
I thought it was refreshing. I think the Democratic Party has proven itself to be the most hypocritical party in U.S. politics.
And if you're a woman or someone who has a uterus in this country, I'm really sorry the country let you down, because that's the way I'm feeling. So I feel for everyone.
How much we tried to make Trump's disgusting, nasty comments about women, about Black people, about Puerto Ricans, about every other type of America, about journalists, however much we tried to make that stick, ultimately what people cared about was the economy.
Important to a lot of young people is the economy. And so that's something where he was actually able to really, in many ways, make the economy great again.
I feel scared, and I feel like just a lot of worry.
But with the rise of social media and TikTok and YouTube, it was able to build like a two-way street between young people and President Trump.
I don't have closure on what's going to happen in the next 4 years. I think that the consensus is that those 4 years are going to be as tumultuous and as dark as they were the previous 4 years that Donald Trump was in power.
The sooner the country realizes that American politics is about finding ways to build and protect core values, regardless of who's in office, the better off we'll all be.
Say that I'm...
And I agree with that. I agree with that. I don't care what nobody said. I agree with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I do. Because the first thing he gonna do when he get back is do the gender equality shit. Like, I mean the gender bill. These people are all the people that's taking medicine, all of that shit. You're cooked. You're cooked. Democrat Sarah McBride has been
But there's
elected.
some new stuff that he said recently that it's like it's really getting people scared. They said, "Oh, you should listen to this Latino dude on TikTok." He said that there's like no tents on the street. That's how people are scared. They're like there's tents that left off the street of New York.
So look, what is gonna happen to this lady? Look, she is the first openly transgender person to serve in Congress. The news comes as Donald Trump has declared himself the winner of the presidential election after he pulled ahead in key battleground states. So this is what I'm saying. This person right here takes hormone pills.
They ain't gonna do nothing.
He has to identify as a man.
Transgender person to be elected to U.S. Congress.
They ain't gonna care. They're gonna ignore him. That's how the Democrats do.
2 terms as a state senator. In her victory speech, she said, "Tonight is a testament to Delawareans that here in our state of neighbors, we judge candidates based on their ideas and not their identities."
Let's just talk about
it don't matter.
We must. Donald Trump is up 53-44. So he's up by 9 points in 2020.
I'm telling you, real men is we coming back. We need to build America back.
No serious country should be telling its children that they were born with the wrong gender, a concept that was never heard of in all of human history. Nobody's ever heard of this, what's happening today. My Department of Education will inform states and school districts that if any teacher or school official suggests to a child that they could be trapped in the wrong body, they will be faced with severe consequences, including potential civil rights violations. I will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth. No serious country should be telling its children that they were born with the wrong gender.
What's wrong with that?
I don't touch those topics. Remember I told you that?
Oh, yes. Oh,
I don't touch those topics. Because people be getting fired from their jobs. People be getting fired from their jobs touching those topics. I don't touch those topics.
Hey, look, you know what's so crazy? All of that shit finna be over with. Ain't no more none of that shit. We can do free speech. We can do all that shit coming in 2 months. All this big platforms, they done took motherfuckers' channels and all that shit. The free speech is coming. We ain't go, you know how like when you type something on YouTube, I mean not on YouTube, on Facebook or Instagram, and then it be loading, letting you know to delete it because you used a word that was basically offensive. Like all that shit is over with. All that shit over with. We can say what we want and how we feel. And we should be able to do that. If it's a free speech, what's the whole point of it having a platform and you can't say what you want to say? But it's half naked porn all over this motherfucker. Makes no sense. Makes no sense at all.
Yeah. That's another day. But the real topic of tonight, like we were saying, what is Black people gonna do next? Being honest, because since they so scared of like losing their jobs and all that type of stuff, and what they talking about come together and basically start doing for themselves. But it's like, how when y'all so divided? How is this gonna work? Let me know.
Listen to this.
People is the millions of people that he's allowed to come in through the border. They're taking black jobs now.
This statement from former President Trump left a lot of people confused. Although Black workers have been overrepresented in certain job sectors like government and home health care, Black Americans occupy all rungs of employment according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And while data shows the unemployment rate for Black workers fell to 5.3% under Trump, it fell even lower under President Biden to a new low of 4.8%. Data also suggests that migrants aren't taking away jobs. The Bureau of Labor Statistics found that the unemployment rate for U.S.-born citizens remains near all-time lows, 3.8% in May. It is unlikely that the unemployment rate for Native workers would be so low if they were being overtaken by immigrants.
But look, see, this is what I'm saying. People so ignorant. Like people in the comments on this other one talking about some. Hold on, talking about some. I'm white, but I don't know what a black jobs is. Black jobs is the black people that's working the damn job. It just came out like that. You know what I'm saying? How can black people not look around and see that everything is fucking sky fucking high? It makes no sense.
I really do not like crying on the internet, but I'm not even about to pretend like this some shit that I'm gonna be embarrassed about, bro. Like, I ain't never been so fucking devastated behind an election. And it's just like, when you a black woman surrounded by black men, and they say all this shit like, oh, he's not that bad, and oh, he just hates everyone, bro. Like, it was my brother, homeboy, I was talking to the other day, a black man, and I found out that he's a Trump supporter. He does not like you. And he was like, oh no, he just don't like everybody. What? So that's a good candidate for you? Someone who just fucking hates everybody? Like, what? Come up here and say, what's wrong with you? Like, he can't think of one possible reason why I would be upset right now, bro. These niggas are so fucking late. They're on another planet. And it's because this shit affects men. Men don't give a fuck. They don't directly affect them. They do not give a fuck. The motherfuckers hating women is the whole reason he got elected in the first place. The first time he got elected, he ran up against a woman. Second time, he ran up against a man, and it wasn't even a good fucking candidate, and he lost. He ran up against a woman again, and he won, because y'all fucking hate. I really do not like crying on the internet, but I'm not even about to pretend like this some shit that I'm gonna be.
That's what I'm saying. Like, look what this person say. Trump dated a black woman. Trump did not ban abortion. Abortion is not a constitutional right.
And Trump just controlled it, say you can't be doing it like at, I think, like 6 weeks and stuff like that. That's what he said.
Basically, Trump is getting out of all the little small shit that they don't have to deal with.
What is it? Not 6 weeks. I'm sorry, 6 months, and there's a certain limit. I heard him talk about it.
You said what?
He said you can't do it like I think 6 months, or is that there a certain amount of months like you can't do it. Like the first trimester, a lot of people have problems with the first trimester.
Yeah, I just think it shouldn't be like that. Like, come on, man, y'all tripping. Like, let's be real. Y'all blaming black men for voting for Donald Trump? Like, what the fuck?
Y'all not the large number anyway. Latino guys and white guys and white women are the ones that made a difference.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you got people crying on the internet. You got people fighting. You seen the one where the guy shot the damn girl. I mean, shot three women. He shoots three fucking women because they had a debate about the Trump shit. It don't make sense. And I just don't know how black people can't look around their communities like and understand that we need something. We need a fucking change. People always want to talk about coming together. We don't know how to come together. We are emotionally immature people. As soon as you get mad at somebody, it's fuck that bitch, or I'm gonna kill that nigga, We are emotionally immature as a people. We're emotionally immature. You say the wrong thing about a person, man, fuck that bitch ass nigga. Like, damn. A black woman turned down a black man. Now she's a bitch. It don't make sense. Like, we just emotionally immature. Like, you tell a black person something about them, oh, you a coon, or you a nerd, or you want to be with the white people. Like, what? You got white men on the money you killing your black people for. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not. You can't blame white men for everything. Y'all just bugging out here. That's what I'm saying. Y'all gonna be blaming for the rest of y'all lives, and that's just an excuse so you can continue to be who you are and be lazy.
No accountability for nothing.
No accountability.
No accountability for nothing. Don't care about nothing. Don't want to take accountability for nothing. Just lie about everything. People do not care.
And think about it, when you had the freedoms, you didn't take advantage of it. And now when the freedoms are gone, now you want to complain about it. Now the laws are getting stricter to tighten up the rope. Now you're like, oh,
all it is going back
into why you didn't tighten up in the first place?
It's going back. I feel like it's going back to back in the day. Like, it's going back to back in the day where you had to be accountable for the shit you said, for the shit that you do. That's why it's free speech. Because you say some shit, you'll get your ass mopped up for the shit that you say. You need to be careful about the things that you say. Nowadays, you can say something about somebody, but if it's a topic that has a law against it or something, and you speak on it, just like how you didn't want to talk about the gender stuff, is because you afraid that they may take the channel or they may censor some shit. Censorship is taking away your freedom.
Or you can lose your job.
What we want to say, huh?
Or you can lose your job.
Yeah.
They find people behind that too.
Yeah.
You see all the people that getting fired for speaking up about certain stuff. That's why certain topics I just don't touch because
like I work for the government. So it's like if I was up here like bashing, that community, all somebody had to do was screen record it, take it, send it in and send an email, and you got me on here, talking crazy, and then boom, I could lose my job because I'm with the federal government. So it's like certain things you can't say now, but it's like it wasn't like that back then.
It wasn't.
We could say what the fuck we want to say. You couldn't do all this gay shit. You couldn't do none of this other stuff. You had to be a fucking man. Men went to work. Men did men shit. Like they softened up everything, even football now. You can't even hit the quarterback. Like it's when I played quarterback, I was getting concussions and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a hidden contact sport. Now shit is just soft. Everything has became soft. So now the first thing he doing is when he get back in the office, he's saying, look, the first thing I'm gonna do is establish a gender thing. It's gonna be you are born, whatever the fuck you born with, man, male or female. Point blank, period. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. All this binary codes and all this other shit they talking about, none of that shit is happening no more. And that's why I said the people who's been taking these hormone pills and doing all this shit, this is why you're supposed to follow nature and stay true to self. You don't go out here following these agendas and these cults and shit. Now y'all out here taking medicines and hormone pills and shit. Now he finna put a law and ban those drugs. You're not even gonna be able to get those drugs. So how you gonna continue to do? People gonna be fucked up. People gonna be.
No comment.
People gonna be fucked up. But like I say, it is what it is. And we're gonna see a change in 2 months. I exit out this shit. We'll see a change in 2 months. Am I stuck on here?
I think it's gonna be like his last term, but the economy will be much better. That's what I think it is.
Yeah, of course.
I think like people are really over exaggerating. Of course, the rich is always gonna be first taken care of. It's a given. Duh. It's a duh.
Look,
We've been down this road before. We've been down this road plenty of times. Like, what do y'all don't know when somebody just a Republican gets in office? Of course, they're gonna take care of the rich. It's a given. The corporations are always gonna get their cut first. Of course, they're gonna get their tax breaks. Come on, guys! Like, it's always been like that. What are y'all missing? Yes, y'all mad about the social freedoms?
hey man, listen, man, the people, man, people is, man, what is happening to people, man? Like, look at this shit. Like, dude just wrote all this shit talking about people hear things, get riled up, pass it on. He done sent the whole thing talking about, are we really sitting here complaining about how other people need to get food in their stomachs, blah, blah, blah. How if they get food in their stomach, they just bombarded their ass over here. And the Democrats let these people come over here, which they then overtaxed us on gas and other shit so they can give these motherfuckers that we don't know to come in our country and get $15,000 a month.
Oh, let me tell you this, and then to get food stamps, you gotta show. And if you get food stamps and you work a little bit, right? Like say part-time, you got to show everything like your bill expenses and your like expenses and stuff like that just to get food stamps and right and what days you work and stuff like that. You got to prove that, but they never came in here and had to prove nothing.
Nothing.
So how is that unfair to the American people where we got to prove what we do to get food stamps, right? And it's like, oh, you get it if you don't have a job, but I'm saying if you have a part-time job, you got to show all this stuff showing that basically how much you earning for the month, how much you know what I'm saying, like how your bill expenses so they can see how much you taking out and stuff like that. You still making enough to be able to get food stamps. Why we got to prove ourselves and these people don't? That's not fair. Why we have to prove our income and all that type of stuff?
And then people mad because he the first thing he doing is gonna be the first mass deportation they ever seen. Like they getting rid of these motherfuckers. Exactly, Crystal. Welcome to the.
We work hard. We pay taxes. Why can't we get food stamps when we on our down our luck? Why not? Why not? That's what I'm pissed off about. Why not when we down our luck as Americans? We've been paying into the system for so damn long. Why can't we not get it when we down on our luck?
You know how many businesses was cut? Everybody was a fucking damn near like the world was getting back. The middle class was regaining itself back 4 years ago, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about Trump and they don't like him, calling him orange, all this other shit. Okay, cool. I don't give a fuck who is in office. Whoever is in office that's trying to bring America back to common sense, like he said, he's establishing common sense again back in America. There's no fucking common sense. If you really think that you a different somebody else, or we can bring immigrants in and then give them $15,000 a month and then spike up the American people that already live here, what the fuck is people even talking about? Get these motherfuckers up out of here. This shit high as hell. Rent, it seemed like shit going so fast. It's like, you know, when you want to state of survival and you know, shit high and all that, it's like you stay in almost like in a state of survival. Like, so it's like, it seemed almost like it's time moving too fast. That's why I be telling motherfuckers it seemed like rent due every 2 weeks. Cause this shit moving fast as hell. Like, cause shit high, you not really enjoying life. You know what I'm saying?
Both business owners. Me and you was both business owners. Right.
Man, I was making over almost, man, I was making damn near $700-800 a week.
I was making literally $6,800 a month. Sometimes pulling 7,000.
That money gone, baby.
Money's gone. Let me tell the American people where it got so hard for even I was a private driver plus an esthetician, right? It got so freaking hard, right? That basically it's like I had to get food stamps for the temporarily because of what Biden's administration, and you mad because basically I'm going with Trump, you got another thing coming. During Trump, that's why I built my business during Trump administration.
Bro, we was balling. Man, I had so many orders. Like, I had so many orders. I couldn't even. I had, man, my YouTube channel. I had over 1,800 subs. Like, my channel was busting. Then I started exposing shit. When I exposed that jab, oh, them motherfuckers sent me a medical information, misinformation. Your channel is gone. I'm damn. Like, that's freedom of speech gone. Because I'm telling the truth. And now look, he finna put a law in, a mandate on all that shit. On the CDC, the whatever motherfucking alphabet community, he putting the law on all that shit. He's stopping all of that shit to bring real shit back. You can't do this soft ass shit. You can't be a man trying to play in the women's Olympics and trying to play women's sports. What the fuck? He's like, our anatomy is our bodies is built different. You know what I'm saying? We way stronger and tougher than women physically. So it's like, come on, man. None of this makes sense. What's the whole purpose of it being women's sports if your ass could just act like you a female and play the sport? Like, what the fuck? Like, this world, that's what I'm saying, is no common sense no more.
And then look, peep this out. So even companies like Uber, they start doing drivers dirty, right? They even had Democratic people in there screwing the drivers over. Start cutting their pay down to like where they was making like, let's say $3 per mile. They went down to $1.80, right? Down to $1 a mile right now. $1 a mile when gas is out. Yes, I'm telling you, I've been there. I experienced all this stuff, right? So let me peep this out. I became a private driver, making money, right? Working for a shuttle company too. I'm telling you, I was making money. I became more independent as a private driver.
I remember we couldn't do the stream.
On the job, doing esthetician on the job. They started doing even estheticians wrong because they actually didn't want to pay us more. Like, we licensed. We got licensed by the state. You don't even want to pay us. This is what I'm saying. Like, under Biden administration, so much cuts and pay was just out of control. For independent people. The gig economy got screwed. It became more of a side hustle. It used to be like you could do it full time and make good money, but you get enough clients.
They risk it. They want 3 times the motherfucking rent. You can't risk it.
And then they start affecting the beauty industry and everything. I'm telling you, this is the most craziest thing happened under the Biden administration. The most craziest thing.
I couldn't believe that shit.
And then it was just like, oh, we gotta make y'all pay for all those what you call it, stimulus checks we gave y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like it was, the economy was so bad under Biden. I'm sorry. Like me, I'm going for Trump because I'm like, I'm sorry, he's gonna bring this economy back.
Look.
Destroyed this, literally destroyed. It's like 489.
And that shit was like 291. I see the other day. Look. Oh man, get the economy back. God damn it. Get this motherfucker back. On the real. I seen that shit the other day.
Let me see what he's talking about. I don't think anybody has ever seen anything like what happened the other night at Madison Square Garden. The love in that room. It was breathtaking, and you could have filled it many, many times with the people that were unable to get in. Politicians that have been doing this for a long time, 30 and 40 years, said there's never been an event so beautiful. It was like a love fest, an absolute love fest, and it was my honor to be involved. Nobody's ever had a crowd like that. And I tell you what, right now, nobody's ever.
I thought he was going to say something crazy about Gad.
Yeah, the gas dropped. We was paying like a close to $5 here, $6, $7 at one point in certain areas of California because they was raising it up and say, "Oh, we want you to get in electric cars and stuff like that." It's like, the economy's bad. How are we gonna afford that?
I'm telling you, man.
What those EV cars are?
Gas is.
All those cars. Those cars are expensive.
Yeah, I remember that shit. I remember you kept telling me. Remember when Biden got in office? I remember you was like, "Damn, man, like I'm paying more for gas." It's like I used to remember. You used to only
for
like
electric
3-4 runs.
and gas. Mm-hmm.
Remember when you used to do like I remember you was telling me you used to do like 3 or 4 runs, and you would make like 700-800. You would be coming home for the day. Like then when Biden got in office, your ass was out there all day. You couldn't even do the live. You like, well, I'm still on the road. I haven't made anything. Like I'm like, damn.
After his second year, I mean, after 2 years, it started getting really bad. It started getting really bad. My money started coming all the way down. I was clocking in money, like, and then after 2 years, everything just started going downwards. I was making, to be honest, I was making like $7,000 to like $8,000 a month. That's including my private rides and driving for the shuttle company. When the shuttle company started going downhill too, then I started driving for Uber, right?
Yeah.
Doing my esthetician job. Then the Uber, they start cutting our pay. So it was just like, dang, this is a bad year.
Man.
That all happened last year. Last year? No, last year and this year. And I was like, man, our pay is coming down. What's going on? It was bad.
I remember when I was selling all them damn shirts, like I couldn't stop getting orders. Like I quit my second job at the time to start the business, and then shit get the booming. Like you say, when that second year hit, it was over with.
It was over with. And my homegirl, the one you did shirts for, she was talking about how they was raising around all the women that was inside the building that was owning like their businesses. They raised the rent high up on them. They had to leave. Everybody was just leaving out. She actually had to put all her stuff in storage and go back to Florida. It was so much stuff going on. It was people just losing money. Like they was going in the poorhouse because of Biden.
Man, motherfuckers
business
owners killing themselves because it's too hard out here.
We were supposed to be setting up down there in Georgia, getting a shop open. Me and her was gonna basically have a hair and esthetician shop going on down there. Everything, we had a plan. After that 2 years, it was done.
That shit crazy, man.
It went down here, like you said. After that 2-year mark, boom. It was like wah, wah, wah.
And I'd be sharing my link. I used to get like likes, people sharing it. Oh, what up, Alan? People sharing it, all that. I'm like, damn, I'm starting to get like no likes, nobody.
Let me show them. Let me show them the shirt that you made. Like
that shit crazy, man. I had so many orders. Shit started going up. People started talking about their money. Funny. Gas was going up. $4.30, $4.50. Gas high as hell. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
A skincare company. It was my best friend's skincare company. He made this shirt. The website was done. She already had a shop going. I was getting my shirts done. About to get done. And then I actually was about to get my website going and stuff like that. I already did my LLC, everything. And then I was just, money just started popping off, and all of a sudden, boom. Wah, wah, wah.
Remember, I'm like, bro, I don't think I'm paying for my LLC next year. This shit ain't moving. Like, And I was right.
I kept it. Mine's I kept because when I ready was to turn it off, it was too late. So I had to wait and now to I can still cut it off now, but I'm like, I want to see what Trump gonna do. So I might just want to keep it open.
I like your channel already. Here's a poem for you. Roses are red, Kamala's not black, Joe has dementia, and Hunter's on. Hey,
Man, we went to the
people are
ringer.
so happy. People are happy, man. I'm telling you, man, you're gonna see a different side of America now, man. People are happy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. You know, we trying to build the community back up into our first channel. We getting back, man. Hey, man, y'all funny as hell, man.
And I was gonna start a hair company and sell hair and skin products and stuff like that. I'm telling you, I was so heated what Biden was doing. I was like, we need to get him out this out. We need to get him.
Look, the banks
her out that office now.
Look, the banks was trying to give you money. The banks was calling motherfuckers trying to give them loans and all kind of shit. Motherfuckers in new cars.
Yeah.
Like, soon as Biden hit, man.
We was screwed.
Yeah, motherfucker, it was over. I see everybody trying to go to trucking school.
Shirts. I was like, can you make a shirt for my brother? He was like, I'm so busy, yo, and working. I was like, oh, I need you to make a shirt. I need you to make a shirt.
He probably would have got that motherfucker for like 2 weeks because I was backed up. So that's what I'm saying. Now shit, it's like, man, please, man, fuck that, man. Biden fucked the economy up. Like I said, gas already going down. Gas $2.91.
I have a whole box. Watch, let me show you my whole box of hair.
I'm telling you, man. We had it, man. We had it made, man. Common sense is coming back.
A whole box of hair, guys. Let me tell you, a whole box of hair that came from China. A whole box of hair. Let me brighten my thing up. Hold on.
We had this shit busting, man.
Look, hair, wig cap, wig. I had hair all over the place. Hair ready to sell. This is what he did to the economy. Hair. I had hair. I was ready. I had hair.
Hey,
I want to show people what Biden did to the economy.
Hey, Biden came in the office and said, "You ain't selling shit."
Nothing. Hair. Look. This is how we got screwed. That's what I'm telling people. They're like, what happened? You're supposed to have this and this and that. The Biden economy screwed everything up. I had a setback.
Man, cheese like $4.16 for like a 4-pack. I mean, for like a 16 slices of cheese. Like,
hello,
that's crazy.
$10.
That is insane. Turkey bacon is $8. I'm like, damn. I don't remember this shit being no $8. Like, I'm buying shit every other week. Like, what the fuck is this?
And then they wonder why the black man voted for Trump and some black women, 7% of black women voted for Trump. Because a lot of us was business owners. The black women's like, no. We was business owners. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it didn't work for me. Your economy didn't work for me. It worked for rich people in Biden's economy. It didn't work for me.
Rich people and scammers, man. That's who that shit work for. Rich people and scammers. That shit ain't work for nobody else. The middle class was gone. Motherfuckers hanging on a thread. When that man talking about no tax on overtime, I am happy. Man, we was talking about that shit at work the other day. That shit was so funny. I just kept saying it. I'm like, bro, I don't care. Y'all know I work overtime almost every day. Like, I'm about to be rich. Like, That's all I be thinking in my head. Like,
Yeah. We on our way.
hey, I'm on my way, baby. Just hey, trust the process. Just trust the process. Now I'm telling you, no tax on overtime is almost like that's something that that should be a law. That should be a law. Why are you taxing us on something that's extra? It's over the time that I'm required to be here. So this should be extra. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, that's why I had to show the proof so people can see that we was putting in the work. But just something always just coming up financially. It was always something in its economy. It was just like, wow.
Hey, listen. Now that shit is about to change, let's see how this shit be in 2 months. Because people about to crash out. The people that don't like this shit, they gonna crash out. Then you're gonna have people that's gonna be like, oh well, Trump isn't so bad. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was over with. They sent that email. That's what I pulled up the New York shit.
You talking about the one in New York, or y'all talking about the one in New York, Al, right? Or is
they stopped it. They stopped it in New York, but I'm sure if it got there, it got everywhere else too.
It probably not in California yet, because you know Gavin Newsom's gonna fight. So
he could probably go try to fight it for the next 2 months. But it's gonna hurt him later on if he do. So he might want to tread lightly on that. Dude in power, you might as well just respect it.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers want to see a change. We tired of this high ass gas. We tired of this high ass. Everything is just fucking high.
Exactly.
And y'all mad at us, mad at people because it's almost like a communist country or something. It's like everything high. Then we can't say what we want to say. You know, you got men wanting to be women wanting to be men, black men going against the women going against the black men. Like, it's just everybody against each other, but we can't do shit or say shit. And everything high as hell. It's almost like chaos. They was brewing chaos. And he came in and stopped all like, what? No, we put an end to all this shit. Get these motherfuckers up out of here so we can get America back booming again.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
I agree.
Like I tell motherfuckers, it costs $200 to go outside.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. I was telling people, it's like, well, my sexual production, you know, I'm like, dude, my lifestyle has went down the hill. I lost lots of money behind people that was scammers. There was so many scammers being out here, and also because the cost of living went up, right?
Hell yeah, it's high as hell out here.
Because of companies that was with the Democrats was cut and pay for private drivers, right? With Uber, they was cutting a lot of stuff out. They wasn't even. That's why I left the 9 to 5 because they didn't want to pay anymore.
This shit crazy.
I need a raise. So I'm a hustler. I'm gonna get out here. I'm gonna make it work. Stack my money, boom, start a business, and that 2-year mark hit. Damn. I'm telling you, yo.
That shit almost like it cut you or something. Like it was like, you know how like on the sword on the movies where the motherfucker with the sword just bend down on his knee and slice your ass right across the stomach. Like that's exactly how it was. Like you just walking and this motherfucker that slings you. You like, damn. All this shit costs, this costs, that costs. You gotta stop your business now because everything fucking costs. You gotta pay for product to pull in this shit, man. Get these motherfuckers up out of here, man.
Yeah, and look,
Giving these motherfuckers 15,000 a month. They get 5,000 in cash. They get all this 10,000 for groceries, 150,000 for new home loans and all kind of shit, man.
business phone, personal phone. You know how
That
much that
business-
costs a month? You know how much that costs a month? These people,
Yeah, that business phone ain't even business no more. That motherfucker just sitting there.
it's just like I get like a like say for instance, my whole month would be full with clients. I'm talking about full with clients. Either like skincare or either full with just clients. All of a sudden, boom, it's like I get like probably like 3 customers a week when I used to work every day. I had to tell people I'm tired. I can't work. I need one day off. I was working 6 days a week.
No, the crazy part was when motherfuckers was saying they gotta pay 3 times the rent. When you move in, if your rent $1,200, you gotta damn near bring 36, like, and buy furniture, your TV, move in, buy new groceries, toiletries. What the fuck? It's almost 12,000-15,000 just to move in. Like
It's crazy.
come on, man. Like shit is high, bro.
It costs $162 just to have 2 phones. So just imagine. Then you got a gym membership.
I definitely got a gym membership.
A gym.
That shit 40 a month. That's because I go through my insurance though.
Have you noticed that during Trump's like even social media, you was making more money during Biden's social media? People was getting cut off, censored. People wasn't making no money.
They took my channel. That shit hurt so bad. We had the most dopest community over here. This shit was busting. Like we used to have the best conversations. Like that's why I'm bringing it back, man. Because you get on YouTube now, it's a bunch of motherfuckers arguing, beefing with other channels, just dumb shit. I don't want to talk. I don't want to do that. Like I want to talk about
money. We was hitting your Cash App up. You're like, thank you for the Cash App. People was hitting
like every 10 minutes, I can't even get a word out. Thank you for the Cash App. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we back to the woo. Yeah, thank you for the Cash App. Like this shit used to bust. Like, so that's what I'm saying. It's a process. So I just say we just keep going and we'll be straight. Because you gotta look at everything like, you know, we was in a slump and I ain't gonna stunt. That shit felt like I'm glad these motherfuckers up out of here, Joe. Get their ass the fuck up out of here, Joe. Straight up, I'm happy. It's a different energy in the air anyway. Like you go outside, it's like okay, you see the gas going down. Like, okay, that's one thing. We'll see what's up on the real.
Yeah, it's terrible. I don't want to be on welfare or none of that. I want to work hard. I want to work hard for my stuff. I want to work hard.
Fucking with Biden, I was trying to scam and give me some motherfucking Section 8.
Because I mean, people had no choice. They're like pinned against the wall. Like, come on, B.
Hey, look, what up, dude? Hey, he said Kamala and the Diddy cracks. Hey, I'm telling you, I was trying to scam my ass on to try to give me some motherfucking Section 8. I'm calling motherfuckers I know now. Hey, what's up, shorty? Put that through. Woo woo. Oh, we can't because the woo wappy. Like, damn, man. I was trying to give you some shit. This shit high out here, boy. So it's like
people
I'm
were selling their homes.
Huh?
People were selling their homes like crazy when Biden got in office. So a lot of people had to hurry up and get out of their apartments and stuff. That was happening.
I had to move. I had a 2-bedroom townhouse. Upstairs, downstairs, full basement. 1.5 bath. I think my bathroom downstairs had a shower too. Like I was only paying $1,100 a month. Boy, when Biden got in office and the jab and all that shit hit, man, they calling like, yeah, we're selling the property. We're sorry. Damn. So motherfucker gotta get storage and then remember that time they wouldn't let nobody move, so the U-Hauls and shit was $2,000, $4,000.
$7,000. Yeah, I can even move to Texas. I was about to go to Texas real quick. And because I was telling my friends, like, okay, I'll meet you down there, because she was like, I wasn't ready yet, so I was gonna go to Texas with my family, whatever. I was just wanting to get out of California because this whole crazy situation with the juice. So they was like, I looked on U-Haul and it said, the bill will be $6,500 plus tax.
I remember you said that. I remember you said that shit to me like, it don't look like I'm going anywhere. Shit was happy. It
was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. I got evidence on everything, y'all. I'm telling you, I documented everything.
Hey, I remember that's when you was like, you was like, man, I think they trying to trap us in California.
I was like, I'm not gonna get out. It's like the movie Escape from LA. Like, we ain't gonna be able to escape from LA.
You was panicking so hard. You was panicking so hard. You like, man, you sent me the screenshot of the U-Haul and shit. That shit was like 6,000 or something. You was like, looks like I'm not going anywhere. You was like, they're gonna trap us in Cali. I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be a zombie apocalypse. Your ass was panicking like a one. I'm like, calm down.
Because I was calling my brother. I was like, you gotta get your ass here before the January the 1st. I was like, I gotta get out of here. I was like,
Biden had motherfuckers. Biden had people going crazy, man. People that sold their valuables, all kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know, I'm just glad that shit is going down and things is getting back better, man. He not playing.
Yeah, because like people had to sell all their belongings here in California just to move out of the state. They had to sell everything. They couldn't take anything.
Remember the roads and shit cracking down there and shit?
Mm-hmm.
They not fixing nothing.
Our roads look terrible. Crime went up in California. It was just so much stuff going on. It was ridiculous. Attacks on the street. People come from all their jobs and getting attacked. It was bad.
I don't see shit on with Trump on the Shade Room. They must be Democrats.
You probably have to look on TikTok. Or, you know, like
my girl Jada a day ago. Like, damn.
They covering that shit
up. My girl just lost a day ago.
You said I probably have to go on TikTok.
Yeah, like if you want to look up stuff, and then X too. Go on X, they got everything on there, but you might have to watch what you.
That's it. I ain't going on there
because it's uncensored.
Yeah, I ain't going on there. Look at this girl crying. Remember I played that. She played a video. She got the music in the background. Sit your stupid ass down.
Yeah, I remember that.
People crazy.
First of all, Hispanics love Trump.
Donald Trump didn't just rely on the vote that got him into the White House the first time, he expanded it. And a big push came from Latino men. NBC News exit polls show 55% of Latino men backed Trump nationwide. In 2020, it was just 36%. There are some striking examples, like Starr County, Texas, the most Hispanic county in the country. Trump won there by nearly 16 points. It had gone Democratic every election since 1892. In
Damn.
Pennsylvania, Latinos helped deliver the critical battleground state in multiple counties.
What the economy was versus the last 4 years, they say it's a night and day difference for them. The values of the Hispanic population, they're more similar to what the values are of the Republican Party.
Mandate from Latino voters is clear. Focus on the economy, focus on bringing down prices, focus on inflation.
And with a growing population, there is growing influence on the country's politics.
You have seen that Latinos are playing this role as a last great wild card in the electorate, and they will only continue to do so.
That's what I'm saying. Like these other black women don't understand. We were struggling out here. Y'all probably was benefiting, but the rest of us was having a hard time. So we don't vote for our interests.
If you hold on, let's see what she said.
Wow, black people the maddest thing.
Why they do that?
We'll cut your taxes, inflation, slash your wages. We're gonna do things that you've never seen before. We're gonna
He just told you.
this right down to the bottom. You know what's gonna do it? Energy. You know, she brought it up, and energy.
Slash your wages. Hold on, wait a
Can
minute.
you cut the volume up at the bottom because it's like going in and out?
You said what?
The video. Can you cut the volume up on the video? Oh,
It's all
okay.
the way up.
Okay.
Yeah, he say he was slashed our wages.
MAGA family, I
What do you mean slash our wages? Cut our wages? Listen, if he slashed the wages, that's because the economy going down. Ain't what's the minimum wage, like $15 now? Back then, that shit was like $5.
It's $15, but what is he slashing the raise on? You got to play the whole video because you know some of these people they be like clipping stuff out.
Know what I'm saying? Hold on.
We'll cut your taxes, inflation, slash your wages. We're gonna do things that you've never seen before. We're gonna.
He just told you.
This right down to the bottom. You know what's gonna do it? Energy. You know, she brought it up, and energy's just gonna bring it down. We have so much energy.
Slash your
So
wages.
much energy. We're gonna raise your wages and bring thousands and thousands of factories.
We already did it.
Oh, okay. So he slipped up and said, we'll slash your wages. Then he came back and said, we'll raise your wages.
Okay, wages on who? What sector?
That's what I'm saying. See the slashing the wages don't mean it's gotta just be us. That could be for motherfuckers at the top.
That's what I'm saying. It could be people at the top. It could be people that's getting overpaid. It could be people that's overpaid. Like, you know, the people at the ports, they already getting paid good already, but they want more money.
And they doing it with the government shit too. They said they sent out some thing like people that's like in high positions that don't allow other people to move in those positions. Like he putting the law into that. Like you can't be in this position and not allow somebody else. Like they be basically like, you know, gatekeeping the jobs. So and then he said if you work for the FBI or you got like data intelligence and you know all this stuff about the government and stuff, you can't, and you get fired, you can't work for 7 years. You can't, because that eliminates the deep state. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, smart as hell. Like, you gotta pay attention. Like, dude, smart as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Where you came from, a billionaire father.
Yeah.
Too bad didn't both of those sisters die, Diamond and Silk?
Who?
Diamond and Silk. You know, they was the first like black women supporters of Trump. Diamond and Silk.
Well, I don't know.
It was in the video. They was at the end.
Mm.
The ones that had short hair, they always on Fox. Those two black ladies on Fox, and people used to call them coons back in the day.
That he wasn't really doing too much for us. Because I got to lean more towards Trump, because Trump helped the people the most when he was in office.
A lot of the people that I do talk to on the South Side are kind of sort of leaning toward Trump. I think for some of those reasons is because when Trump was the president, recently when he was the president, he pitched in to allow a lot of the people that live in poverty. So for those people, his contributions, I guess, really helped him out a lot.
It has been terrible. And
that's the first thing you hear everybody talk about.
Inflation.
Shit is high, man.
Black people, like, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against.
this is your volume warning right here, right now. That is blasphemous. That is blasphemous. Outrageous. But bro, like, what the fuck? Did he literally just compare himself getting indicted for crimes that he did fucking commit, and there's a lot of fucking evidence and a lot of fucking witnesses that he committed those crimes, to discrimination against the entire black community? You see, there's a huge fucking difference here. Discrimination implies that the people being discriminated against did nothing fucking wrong. You did something wrong. Therefore, you deserve the consequences that come with your action.
The black people, like, because they have been hurt so badly, and
people was angry, Joe.
He's kind of soft too. He wouldn't be a guy I'll talk to
At all. Well, wait, yeah, man. Get your goofy ass on.
I'm good.
Do not just sit back and hope for the best. Get off your couch and vote.
We are not going.
we're running against something far bigger than Joe or Kamala. They are indeed the enemy from within.
Donald Trump would walk into that office with an enemies list. I will walk in with a to-do list.
I got indicted a second time, and a third time, and a fourth time. And a lot of people said that that's why the black people, like any African American or Hispanic that votes for Kamala, you got to have your examples. Coming from the border are millions and millions of people that happen to be taking black jobs.
What exactly is a black job? You gotta tell him that the job he's currently seeking might just be one of those black jobs.
I'd rather vote for the one that dodges bullets, not dodges questions.
I hope that Miller provide a new era for us.
Men that run this country, I feel like it's time for women to get up and lead.
Do not just sit back and hope for the best. Get off your couch.
That's what I'm saying. It's not even natural
How likely are you to support Joe Biden?
The least likely.
How likely are you to support Donald Trump?
The most likely.
How likely are you to support Robert Kennedy Jr.?
Closer to Trump.
I'm walking with Chavez Icewear Vezo Smith in his childhood neighborhood. Vezo gave third-party candidate Robert Kennedy Jr. the same tour he's giving me. He's received criticism for that, as have other black rappers who signal possible support for Trump, like Sexy Red.
Once he started getting black people out of jail and giving people their free money, oh, baby, we love Trump. We need him back in office.
Hip-hop even has a MAGA rap.
Yeah, you see how Sexy Red used to say that she liked the Trump and then she changed her mind? Crazy.
God damn. To support Joe Biden.
Hold on.
Least likely.
How they relate to black.
And for the people.
We love Trump. We need him back in office.
Hip-hop even has a MAGA rap subgenre.
Yeah, that's my president. Donald Trump, yeah, that's my president.
So that guy right there, he's speaking for the people he's around. Got a community. They all feel that way.
Put into a freestyle or in a rhyme. your thoughts about the political process as it is and how they relate to Black male voters.
Tired of being oppressed. We want to be rich for life. We just want America to work, no matter if it's left or right.
Bezos, one of the 34.4 million Black people eligible to vote in the United States. In the U.S.'s political system, his vote from a battleground state is more impactful than the majority of millions of Black voters around the country because of an inequitable electoral process. This year, Michigan is one of the most important states in the election.
Say hello to Coretta.
Is that the name of your gun?
Yes, Coretta.
Coretta. As in the civil rights activist.
As in Coretta Scott King, yes. I name all of my guns after historic Black men. Black male voters are not monolithic in our ideology. We don't have the luxury, quite frankly, of focusing on one single issue.
Gun rights are central to Chad's political views.
I haven't gotten to a point where I feel like I can confidently say, yes, Joe Biden is the person I should vote for.
What are you iffy on him about?
Iffy about him, certainly on the firearms issue.
Gun ownership is almost universally seen as an issue for conservatives, white conservatives. It's a tenet of the Republican platform.
I think that gun rights are just as important as voting rights, in my opinion. In fact, I think they're inextricably linked.
But Chad is no Republican. He's a self-described moderate voter who never views his ballot solely through the lens of gun rights.
The economy is a significant issue for Black men because without economic sustainability for themselves, they cannot sustain the family. If they can't sustain the family, they can't build communities.
Chad's focus on the economy echoed what I'd hear from so many Black male voters I spoke with in Michigan.
We need economic balance amongst us.
The economy. Just talked to a brother the other day, and he said, I can't hear anything that a politician is saying with the echoes in my pocket.
This reflects Black voter concerns nationally. The economy.
What I tell you, shit is high. Shit is too high. The brother said he can't even vote. My motherfucker, this shit too high. I don't give a fuck about what's going on. Man, we need this change, man.
Top their list of priorities, along with improving education, reducing healthcare costs, and dealing with problems in impoverished communities. In a May 2024 poll of registered Black voters, 83% were Democrats or leaned that way. Here's the caveat. U.S. citizens actually vote for the Electoral College, and then it votes for the president. The Electoral College distorts the vote because it's disproportionately weighted, and it lets a winner of a state take all of its votes. Only 6 states effectively will decide this year's election. This is why who turns out to vote is so important.
What's going on, brother? Good. We got a warrant clinic going on.
Kermit Williams is a progressive organizer canvassing a Detroit neighborhood.
What I'm concerned about mostly is that there's a number of Black men that won't vote.
Kermit says he's seen Black men targeted on social media with specific talking points.
And so I started noticing that the algorithm and their YouTube clips or everything else used to have a commercial that was really leaning toward that conservative or culture war thing to say that Black men don't have a place.
Black people, pull your minds out of the presidential election. You don't entertain that president talk. That's a distraction because you don't think it.
Trump supporters have even doctored and shared fake AI images online. None of these Black people exist because they aren't real. Trump even uses his criminal indictments as an anecdote to relate to Black voters.
And then I got indicted a second time and a third time and a fourth time. And a lot of people said that that's why the Black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against.
One thing that I've consistently heard from Black men who claim to support Donald Trump is that their primary issue is the border.
And that's because they've been targeted with it. I've got at least 17 social media videos sent to me about the border. But I don't really believe that that is a major issue.
All of this targeting is important because voters of color make up a third of the electorate, though they only cast 22% of the ballots. You'd think any increase in their participation would be influential, but that's not exactly accurate. More than half of Black people live in this. But thanks to policies like gerrymandering, voter restrictions, and the Electoral College, the presidential voting power of a Southern Black voter is diluted. It's far less influential than that of a voter in a Midwestern battleground state like Michigan.
Many people view Donald Trump as a racist because he's running as a Republican. that I believe it's disingenuous for these people to say he's a racist.
Will Sears has voted for every Republican presidential nominee since Ronald Reagan in 1980.
I'm not a Republican first. I'm a follower of Christ first. But it is the Republican Party that is closest to what I believe Christ have us do.
In March 2024, the Republican National Committee launched a lawsuit to purge voter rolls in Michigan. Critics believe the RNC is targeting the state because of its large Black voting population. Will ties his support of Trump directly to his faith.
I follow Jesus Christ. I adhere as best I can.
Oh my God.
I don't think anybody has ever
Oh,
seen
my
anything.
Well, what happened? Pause.
This shit's stupid, man.
How likely are you to support Joe Biden?
About the border.
Yo, since you got to get a new mouse.
I'm a follower
No, this
of
motherfucker
Christ
just
first.
instant it.
But it is the
As soon as you
Republican
touch
Party
it,
that is
and this
closest
you can
to
change it
what
by just hitting it.
I
Like, touch it.
believe Christ would have us do.
In March 2024, the Republican National Committee launched a lawsuit to purge voter rolls in Michigan. Critics believe the RNC is targeting the state because of its large Black voting population. Will ties his support of Trump directly to his faith.
I follow Jesus Christ. I adhere as best I can. As I look at Mr. Trump's actions, I believe that he is more closely aligned with biblical principles than Mr. Biden.
Vezo, who is a former Democratic voter, had his voting rights automatically restored after serving time in prison on a gun charge. He identifies as independent and says he does like Michigan's local Democratic officials. It's just Joe Biden's leadership he dislikes.
What is it about Trump that makes him such an attractive candidate to you and voters like you?
Honestly, what you see is what you get type of thing. We feel that we're not worried about him wearing a mask.
Trump also curried favor with Vezo by signing the First Step Act, a criminal justice reform bill aimed at improving conditions in federal prisons.
Everyone in prison loves Trump. I think Black voters have drove themselves to Trump, and I think Joe Biden have drove Black voters to Donald Trump. It wasn't social media at all whatsoever.
I filmed the story 5 weeks before a New York jury convicted Donald Trump on 34 criminal counts, making him a convicted felon. I reached out to Chad, Will, and Vezo to see what impact, if any, his conviction has had on their vote. Here's what they said.
Y'all have to stop expecting to agree with absolutely everything somebody do.
They didn't have no better candidates at all. I mean, they had Jill Scott, but I would have liked to hear her say more. But she didn't have a lot of campaigns. She didn't have a lot of people campaigning or endorsing her. So she wasn't even out there. So it was just like, it was only Trump, right? That was basically getting most of the, the attraction at the time. So, and plus, I didn't read up on Jill Scott stuff.
Man, this the best thing for us in our community. Motherfuckers don't like accountability, and that's what's wrong with our community. That's exactly what's wrong with our community. Nobody likes accountability. Nobody want to be accountable for the shit that you do. You want to do goofy shit. You want to fuck anybody you want and then go get an abortion or go get a plan B. No, be responsible.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank period. Be responsible. Like, you was born a boy, that's what you are. You was born a girl, that's what you are. All them other binary codes and all that other shit don't mean nothing. It's made up human shit. Crazy. Like I say, I'm for Trump. You know what I'm saying? This is what the people need. Gas is motherfucking going down already. And we'll see what's gonna happen on January 20th. So if I find something else, I'm gonna be right back on this motherfucker tomorrow talking about it.
For sure.
On the real. That's what I think. I rock with it. I rock with it. I rock with it. You got anything else you want to say?
That's it. We already talked about what we in the beginning about the Black community, that they need to get their head on straight.
Yeah,
and stop blaming everybody.
Got to, man. Gotta stop blaming everybody. We need to change this goofy ass music. All this gang, murder, kill shit. We need to get that shit the fuck up out of there. That's not music. That's murder music. That's like war music. Like that's drill music. Is like, I don't know, like it's a form of hate speech. You know what I'm saying? Because all you're doing is talk about how you want to get rid of somebody. So all that shit needs to be accountable for. Like he said in that one thing, it's gonna be urban laws. So all motherfuckers gonna have to tighten up. You know, straight up. We need to clean this shit up for real. And that's the thing. And that's the thing. Black people don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to. They want to keep shit just how it is. We've been Democrats our whole life. Why? Who told you to be a Democrat? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like this shit need to change. This shit need to change. They giving immigrants money and shit. Let all these people come here. They sleeping at the motherfucking police station. All kind of shit. Man, get these people up out of here, man.
Yeah, they crashing out. Even though some of my family members, they pissed off as hell, but I'm like, he's the man with the plan.
These people mad at him. And we was at work talking about it, right? The day before when we was talking about it, it was cool. So when Trump won, we in the canteen talking about it and shit. The lady gonna come up, she was like, yeah, you know, you can't really talk about politics at work. But she was kicking it with us yesterday, talking about the politics before Trump won. You feel me? Like, people really salty about that shit. They salty. Yeah, they salty. Like I say, going into the golden era, things are about to change. No tax on overtime. Hey, it's gonna get good out here, baby. It's gonna get good.
I wish we could play regular songs, but I would play Remy Ma and Fat Joe. I'm on my way up.
Oh,
nothing can stop me. I'm all the way
up. On the real. On the real, motherfucker gonna be happy. You can go put $20 in your tank. That bitch get a half a tank or damn near 3/4. You like, damn, like off a dub. Like before, you gotta put $50, $60 in this bitch. Like, damn, $4 and $5 for gas. That shit is crazy. When I first started driving, gas was like $1.06, $1.15, $1.16. It didn't go no higher than like $1.25. It may get like $1.50 every blue moon, but then like when Bush got in office and then gas was like going up to $2.50 and like $3. Motherfuckers like, what is happening? This ain't normal. Bring that shit down, man.
We need a economic anthem. Okay. Hey, they got a guy that's out here, a rapper. He called, I think, some Alexander something on TikTok, but he got like a song that's called Kamala. Oh my god, the song is nice.
So it's on TikTok. Hold on, I'm gonna put it up.
People are using it on their video.
What's his name? What's it called?
Alexander something great. It's Kamala. He's a rapper. It's a rapper. What's his name? But it's so funny, like. Just put Kamala song on TikTok. Yeah, we need an economy song.
You're gonna have to send it to me so I can find it. We ain't gotta do it now, but you can send it to me.
Then somebody played on a video and I was like, what? I was like, somebody made a song out there. I was like, this is funny.
Look, John performing. Come on, man. What is this fucking clown circus shit? Turned down for what? This is a concert, man. And this shit here with the twerking and yeah, I couldn't find it. But yeah, man, we out here.
I gotta find it. What the song is? It's called Kamala.
We'll do it on
Kamala.
We'll do it on the next one. We played at the beginning of the next
Yeah.
one. I'm gonna give me something to eat, man. But yeah, man.
Dude up and ask him if he can play the song, but it's on here. It's on the TikTok. You're gonna hear it, and it slides. It definitely slides. When I find it out, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, we finna end the stream, man. We up out of here, man. Decent stream. I guess y'all, we'll see y'all on the next one, man. Until next time, peace.